very good. Okay. Alright guys, welcome to the Nantum Tech. My name is Ricky. We'll be testing the finals running on an Intel Core i5-6500 paired with 16 gigabytes of RAM running on dual channel. I wasn't able to enable XMP because this motherboard didn't allow it. Every time I tried to switch it to XMP, it would constantly crash and just wouldn't let me do it. So I'm running on stock speeds at 2133 megahertz, and I'm pairing the system with an NVIDIA GeForce GTX770. So just in case if you were curious if like the system that I used last week was going to be the norm for the channel, I'm afraid not. The 4070 was a one-time exception. Okay, very good. So going into the settings, we have based on unlimited frame rate, VSync is turned off. We're turning off the scaling resolution is going to be TAAU. It also has Intel XeSS, but yesterday I was testing it out and it's absolutely horrible. We're going with 50% field of view and 72 on 50% on scale resolution and 72% field view, with motion blur and lens distortion disabled. Everything else of the quality on low. And we're going to work our way up a little bit to see how it performs in terms of FPS. Yesterday I was running a couple of tests on the game, and it appears like the system can handle it in spite of the fact that it's no longer supported. It does a valiant effort. But let's start off on a 3 teams out of 3 match, and we'll see how it runs. And then I'll probably switch over to a quick cache, maybe when we switch over to the medium settings and everything else. Now, the finals it's an FPS shooter, so I'm assuming that we need at least 100 to be able to get like a competitive experience. But I don't really know if the CPU is actually going to be able to deliver something like that. I'll give it a shot.
All in opponents and then deposit them. The name of the game is Bank It.
Yeah, overall the 6500 struggles a little bit, but let's see what happens when we try to increase the settings up to medium. Otherwise, I don't know. Let's try a quick cache and see if it takes us to a different arena.
Swim time.
You're right. Who will rise to the occasion?
I mean, in spite of the fact that now we have medium settings, the FPS varies by quite a bit. I think it's allocating more to the GPU because we're at 77, 60, 73. I see 72 over there. That's better. Definitely.
First team wipe and the crowd goes wild.
All right. Oh, okay.
They're moving from one elimination to the next.
Frag grenade out.
But I mean, this is a very budget option for a system to build, and especially if you're going to get yourself into by converting an office PC. This is something that a combination that you can consider depending on the price that you find it. But this is more actually for if you build a custom gaming PC with this older hardware combination, because the GTX770 is kind of big. The one that I have here is very close to the size of something like a 1070 or in terms of like dimensions inside of the case. So fitting something like that in an office PC might not be practical. If that's what you're thinking of, then you're better off using the GTX 960, which gives you very similar performance.
The arena is primed for catastrophe as our contestants face the prospect of...
Alright, very good. Alright, so let's try one more quick play.
We have new owners in the Boundless. They've started their run.
jumps to get out of trouble and chase down opponents.
All right, we won. Nice.
On behalf of all of us here at the finals, thanks for watching.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Not bad. Okay, let's see. Sports score 15, 3 eliminations. That wasn't great. Very nice. Well, that was fun. So overall, the results are pretty great. All things considered, I mean, considering the fact that it is really old hardware, the GPU was released. The i5 6500 was released in the third quarter of 2015, and the GTX 770. It's a 2012-2015 mid-range system essentially, and it can still run a game from 2023 at respectable frame rates, all things considered. I think it's doing pretty good. So with that in mind, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this a playable experience, but that's just my humble opinion. I hope you guys find this useful. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Ricky. This is Nonantum Tech, and here we test budget hardware to showcase the kind of performance that it has and what it can do. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.